Hi, I'm Catherine. I work as a writing consultant at the DBU Writing Center. Today we're going to be looking at commas. Before we get started, it's important to know the difference between phrases and clauses. Phrases are groups of words that don't contain both a subject and a predicate. In that sense, they can't stand on their own. Clauses have a subject and a predicate, but they can stand either independently as an independent clause, or they can't stand on their own as a dependent clause. This is an example of a dependent clause, when you write. It has a subject and a predicate, but because of this word when, the sentence doesn't make any sense. It can't stand by itself. On the other hand, this, the cow jumped, is an example of an independent clause. It can stand by itself. The cow jumped. We don't need to know anything more than that. So now that we know the difference between phrases and clauses, we're ready to start putting commas between them. Right here we have two independent clauses combined by a conjunction, this and over here. The cow jumped over the moon and the dish ran away with the spoon are their own clauses. But we want to connect them with a comma, like so. Every time you have a conjunction combining two independent clauses, you need this comma. The full sentence now reads, "The cow jumped over the moon and the dish ran away with the spoon." When you start the sentence with a dependent clause, the rules are a little different. What we have here is a sentence that begins with "when you write." Because you start with this word "when," that makes this part of the sentence dependent on the rest of the sentence. Therefore, you need this comma to combine them. The sentence now reads, "When you write, correct comma usage is essential." The rules are a lot the same when you start with a prepositional phrase. "In the morning" starts with the word "in," which is a preposition. That means when you follow it with an independent clause, "I like to drink coffee," you need to put a comma between the two. If you were to change the order at all, flip them around, you wouldn't need the comma anymore, because when you use a prepositional phrase after the independent clause, you just don't need it. So it reads now, "I like to drink coffee in the morning." Now we're going to look at restrictive modifiers versus non-restrictive modifiers. It's a lot of words, but it's not as complicated as it sounds. What we have here that movie which just opened in theaters is an instant classic. There doesn't need to be anything else done to this sentence because it is restrictive. Without the commas, you're restricting it to just that movie which just opened in theaters. That's all there is to it. Restrictive modifiers look more like this. In this example, DBU writing consultants, who are extremely helpful with the commas on either side, indicates that all DBU writing consultants are extremely helpful. So the full sentence reads, "DBU writing consultants, who are extremely helpful, are the backbone of the University Writing Center." If you want, you can take this out, and you will still have a full sentence. DBU writing consultants are the backbone of the University Writing Center. These are just a few comma tips. We have much more on our handouts on our website at dbu.edu/UWC, or in person, you can get a hard copy in our office in the basement of the Collins Learning Center. Thanks for watching.